and greatest movie reviews and interviews. This is your entertainment ticket.
Hey, this is Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. The film I'm going to talk about right now is called The Homesman. This is a film that is directed by Tommy Lee Jones. This is like his third film that he has directed. But this is a little different type of Western. They claim it's a Western. I think it's a little bit more than that. Now, this is based on a novel by Glendon Swarthout. He also had another book earlier in his career, and that turned into a movie too. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this story. Again, like I said, this is based on a 1988 novel by Swarthout, and this travels, in this film from the west to the east because they had to go from Nebraska to Iowa. Well, who had to go to Iowa? Well, Hilary Swank. She plays Mary Bee Cuddy. And the film opens it up and you see her. She's on a farm. She's all by herself. She's cooking dinner. And she invited one of her neighbors to dinner. A young man, younger than she is. She's a little older. She's middle-aged. And he had a great dinner. He's drinking a little bit. Then she said, look, why don't you marry me? We'll turn it to a business type of deal. You own half my land, things like that. Yeah, I got some money saved up too. We can work this out. Because I want to get married and, I want to have a life myself with a man. And, these parts, I got to be married. The guy said no. She said, why? Because you're too bossy. That's what he tells her. So she's a little devastated. So she goes to church and finds out that the pastor wants someone to drive a wagon to Iowa with 3 women in it. Now, the 3 women are played by Grace Gummer, Miranda Otto, and Haley Stansfield. Why these 3 women? Well, these women have psychological problems. They have psychosis. They have disassociation. They mutilate themselves. And they also have derangement. They're not a little nutty, a whole great deal nutty. But what happened to them? Well, first of all, the young teenage wife had 3 babies. She's only about 17 years old, but she moved out there to Nebraska with her husband from the east. Baby died of diphtheria during that last winter that they had, so she went off. Another woman, her mother died. And that was her sole, person that she confided in, even though she had a husband. And she went deep into herself. Then another woman, she had a baby. You see her walking towards the outhouse. She opens up the outhouse door. She takes the infant from her breast, because she was breastfeeding the infant, and dropped the infant in the toilet of the outhouse. So these women suffer some type of mental problem. So they want to take them to Iowa, which is a place for these type of women with these type of, mental problems. The place is owned by Alita Carter, which is played by Meryl Streep. That's right. Meryl Streep is in this too. We got 3 Academy Award winners in this. Hilary Swank, Tommy Lee Jones. He's in this too. He plays George Briggs and Meryl Streep. Well, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Whoa, let me finish. So Cuddy said, okay, I'll go because the men don't want to go. They can't go, things like that. But I still need someone to go. So she picks up this stranger. He's an alcoholic. He doesn't have any type of feelings, anything like that. He's just a drifter. He's not attached to anything, which is George, played by Jones. And he goes with her. They transport the women. The women have all kind of problems, and they have other problems too. They meet Indians, they meet other people, things like that, while they're on their way to Iowa. Now, this seems to be a little strange type of story for this type of movie called Western, or this genre called Western. I enjoyed this film because it was different. Because you really never hear about the women. How did they feel? What did they do? How did they survive? How did they overcome a lot of those obstacles that they encountered while they were there? Were they mentally fit, physically fit to overcome that obstacle of living in this type of land, especially in Nebraska? And one thing about Jones, he showed how flat this land is, how this land really has nothing. How did people really survive in the first part of Nebraska? I don't know. They were very courageous and they really survived. Look at Nebraska today. Corn! Anyway, that's why I was fascinated by this film, because of this different type of story that it told. I was really thrown back and thrown off because Tommy Lee Jones really painted this picture from the novel and gave me a straight look into this type of living and these type of characters. I totally enjoyed it and I got engrossed in this film. That's why I'm giving this film 3 palm trees out of 4, or 3 stars out of 4 here at Your Entertainment Ticket. I'm Al McGee, a film critic. The Homesman, you got to see it for yourself. It's different and it's something you would never expect. That's why I enjoyed watching The Homesman.
This is your entertainment ticket. Latest and greatest.